contemporary dance. Contemporary dance is a style of expressive dance that combines the elements of several dance genres, including modern, jazz, and ballet. It is measured by the authenticity of the artist. Some contemporary dancers create characters, theatrical events, or stories, perform entirely new creations as they improve in their own unique style. Contemporary dance stresses versatility and improvisation. Unlike the structured nature of ballet, contemporary dancers focus on floor work, using gravity to pull them down to the floor. Contemporary dance can be performed to many different styles of music.
Characteristics of contemporary dance. First, it focuses on the torso and leg work coordination, spatial awareness, and rhythmic accuracy. Second, it employs contract release, floor work, fall, and recovery. And improvisation characteristics of modern dance. Next, this dance genre often done in barefoot. Fourth, contemporary dance can be performed to many different styles of music. And lastly, the dancers should have freedom of movement, allowing their bodies to freely express their innermost feelings.
Some identifying elements of contemporary dance include: number 1, abstract. The emphasis is on movement rather than narrative. Number 2, unpredictability. Dancers often use contrasting rhythms, directions, and processes. Number 3, non-standard movement. Movements are often fluid, can change easily, or the changes often. So performers are free to experiment and create new movements and positions.
One of the greatest Philippine contemporary artists of today is Agnes Locsin. Let's talk about her role in contemporary dance. Agnes Locsin gained international attention for her breathtaking neo-ethnic choreography. Locsin's preparation for her choreography includes immersing in indigenous communities where she interacts and learns of their culture and tradition through dance. Locsin is considered one of the most progressive choreographers in the country, a true original who pioneered neo-ethnic dance by blending indigenous themes with Western classical technique. Each work left an impeccable neo-ethnic stamp in the Philippine dance history, making Locsin the preeminent choreographer of this genre. Agnes Locsin's work can be categorized as contemporary dance because the dance pieces that she choreographs has no category, no standard vocabulary, and based on intention. But what is that intention? Well, that is to showcase our Filipino culture and heritage through artistic and captivating contemporary dance. One of the most well-recognized dance pieces of Agnes Locsin was Moriones. Moriones was described as a piece where the male dancers turned, whirled, and jumped on each other's back to a very rhythm-contagious soundtrack, leaving the viewer pleasantly exhausted at the end. The dance reinterprets the story through costumes in which centurions are shown without full mask, hefty breastplates, nor swords or spears, and movements not associated with the classical ballet and folk dances. Bodies of the dance are sharply angled with unpointed toes, contorted anatomical positions, and staccato search for the centurion turned fugitive. The dancers' bodies are made to leap, address each other in flawless precision as unit at one moment and break up into individual cadence at another. With minimalist lighting and stage design, the dance combines the familiar and unfamiliar. Audiences are still able to recognize the story, such as the chase scene, but at the same time, they are also viewing the story through another lens and from another perspective. Now, what Philippine identity was incorporated to the contemporary dance? Some of you might already have an idea about the answer. Yes, it was inspired by the Moriones festival celebrated in the province of Marinduque. So where in the world is Marinduque? It is a heart-shaped island province located in the Region 4P, or otherwise known as the Mimaropa region, a group of southern provinces of Luzon in the center of the Philippines. There is no doubt that Marinduque is known for the heart of the Philippines. Now, let's talk about the Moriones Festival, which inspired one of the best work of Agnes Locsin.
Moriones Festival is a colorful festival where participants use Morion masks to depict the Roman soldiers and Syrian mercenaries within the story of the Passion of the Christ. The mask was named after the 16th and 17th century Morion helmet. The Moriones refers to the mask and costume penitents who march around the town for 7 days searching for Longinus. The penitents wear Moriones festival costumes, composed of masks and costumes similar to those worn by the Roman soldiers, as a way of atonement for their sins committed or for other similar reasons. The penitents roam around the town for the day throughout the week.
The Moriones Festival is a reenactment of the biblical story of a Roman soldier whose one eye was blind named Longinus. Before the body of Jesus was taken down from the cross, Longinus thrusted a spear on his side and a drop of blood spurted in the blind eye of Longinus, miraculously curing him of his blindness.
But how is the Moriones Festival incorporated in Agnes Locsin's Moriones? The story behind the Moriones Festival has been a crucial source of inspiration of the dance. This layer ethnic piece focuses on the search for Longinus by the Roman soldiers at the time of Lord's crucifixion. The dancer seems to be looking for someone. The dancers portray the roles of Roman soldiers who are portrayed as fearless, brutal, and cold-hearted men. You can evidently see the influence of the Moriones Festival on how the dancers move. They are fast and unpredictable, turning of heads and pointing of fingers, showing the eagerness of the soldiers to find Longinus. Their movements are highly dramatic, but with elegant voice. The reenactment of the biblical scenes as part of the highlights of the festival brought an immense get of emotions to the people. These exact emotions during the dreadful times of Jesus' agony was excellently utilized for the contemporary dance Moriones. The dancers had these expressive and intensive twists and turns, showing their desire to hunt Longinus, an element influenced by the Moriones.
Moriones, an excellent piece by the great artist Agnes Locsin, has impacted not just the people who had witnessed its impressive use of choreography and a splendid portrayal of firm emotions. This has also made the Marinduque's tradition much more exposed. This particular artwork enriches the culture of the people in the region, ensuring its existence throughout the decades. The contemporary piece highlighted the very heritage of Marinduque and therefore encouraging and empowering those part of the community to embrace more their own story.
Never be afraid to take life's biggest challenges. Just like Moriones, be brave, be strong without losing your own identity and without losing your own individuality. Explore rich and mesmerizing culture of Mimaropa. They certainly have a lot of things to offer. Not just Moriones, its people, the landscape, and the beautiful islands and beaches.
Start by supporting local artworks such as Moriones by Agnes Locsin. Share them with your friends and families. Indulge yourself more on our history and values, because the first step of going forward is knowing where you came from. Be part of the team, a team that is empowering and expanding our roots,
Discovering our heritage,
and building a better Philippines.
support,
witness,
Engage,
then have an impact.